Yay! Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this lovely Sunday. You are not Seth.
No, I'm not.
Okay, tell everyone who you are before we get started.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ashley Carter. How's everybody doing out there?
Hopefully, everyone's having a restful Sunday. I know I'm going to be getting my life in order, as I usually do on Sundays before, a work week and whatnot. Thank you guys for joining us on our not usual time. I am traveling tomorrow, so thank you for joining us on this Sunday. Without any further ado, are you ready to get started?
Let's do it.
Yes.
Please lower your head and watch your step while boarding.
Welcome to the Attractions Podcast. You are all clear for dispatch. Have fun.
And welcome to the Attractions Podcast, sponsored by MEI and MEI-Travel. I am Carly.
And I'm Ashley.
And we are here to talk to you about the latest and greatest in theme park news, as well as what's going on in our lives. I hope everyone had a great week. Before I introduce our co-host, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with, sending love out to Seth, whose father sadly passed away. So he's dealing with all of that comes with that and his family. So we'll miss him this week, but we're, thinking about him. And then our special co-host that so kindly agreed to join us is the lovely Ashley Carter. I have gotten to hang out with her a lot at events. She is an Orlando fixture. So I'm so happy that you're here.
Happy to be here. Love talking about theme parks.
Yeah, I know. It's a tough job, but someone has to do it. I want to talk to you because, we've done a lot. There's a lot going on right now with Universal, Epcot. I actually got to spend a decent amount of time these last few days at the Epcot Festival of the Arts, and I ate
my favorite festival.
Oh, me too. It's a tie between this and the holidays. I just love the quaintness of it. It's just so much less intense, than Food and Wine has gotten, and even Flower and Garden. But I have to say, the last couple years with all the festivals, I've been kind of disinterested in them, only because they haven't offered a lot of new foods. We see the same stuff, or the new foods I weren't particularly tickled by. This festival, every new morsel, was really good. At the very least, good. I was really, really shocked. What did you think?
Yeah, I felt the same. I made it a point when I went, because I went opening day, to try a lot of the new food. And I was, because one of the dishes I tried was the beef Wellington croissant, which I love beef Wellington, and they've had a beef Wellington dish before at the festivals.
Yeah.
So I was like, I gotta try this. And I not only love the presentation, which is one of those things about this festival, is the food is always plated, so artfully. But it was really good. So that was one that I was like, okay, I'll have to come back and get this one again too.
Yes, I feel like that way too. There was a lot where I was like, wow, I am going to get this again. It's not a one and done. I have to mention the squidding pasta. Did you try that?
I didn't try that one, but that's on my list for the next time.
Yes, I was very lucky. I will say I went a couple days ago when it was a really rainy, cold day, and it was, obviously not ideal weather to be Epcotting, but there was no lines in any festivals, and I know how lucky that is, because usually it's 20 minutes. It's annoying. That was delicious. I love the new options from the Painted Panda in China. Did you try the Hong Kong egg tart?
I did. That was good too. Yes.
Yeah, that was really good. I'm a big fan of egg tarts. I thought it was maybe a little bit more Portuguese style with the really custard inside, but I thought it was amazing. I also have to mention the Wagyu bun. We've seen them before.
Yes.
Did you try it?
Yes, that was one of the first ones that was on my list. I was like, I have to do it. Like you said, they've had the buns before.
Yeah.
And they're always good. Usually it's the chicken teriyaki one, right?
Yeah, no, and I love the chicken teriyaki. This was I'm not the biggest fan of Wagyu. It kind of tasted almost a little bit like an elevated McDonald's cheeseburger, which sounds like that's not something that you would want, but with the real richness of the meat in there.
It was very flavorful. That's what I took from it. It was just
absolutely
lots of flavors there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was really great. I mean, there was so much this festival, and I am so happy because, when we get new menus, it's always exciting, and there are also great returning dishes. But if anyone it has it on their list to go. Take our word for it. There's a lot of great.
Go do Festival of the Arts.
Yes, and of course the artists. There's so many great Disney fine artists there. I love Scooter, who does a lot of this really cool, colorful mid-century modern paintings with Disney aspirations. Do you buy anything, or you try to resist?
No, I didn't. I usually, like, if I do buy something, I usually wait towards the end of the festival, because if not, like, I'll end up spending all of my money just too early. It's there's so much to want to buy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's like, that's the beautiful thing about this festival is the food looks good, food tastes good, but there's also so many other things. So if you're not really a foodie or don't really care about spending the extra money, because yes, it is quite expensive. You know, some of those booths now, Mexico being one of them, I feel like those prices are getting a little higher every year, where you get one dish and a drink and you're spending $35. So there's plenty of other things.
You have to budget. I always budget before I go in. I always get like the gift card, so I have a certain amount of money I load up on there, and I'm like keeping track. So I'm like,
I do this
card. Yeah,
the same exact thing. Did you get into any other theme park fun this week? I did stay at the new Universal Hotel, but we'll wait till we get into the news to talk about that.
No, I mean, I did my usual thing. I visited the parks. I went to Hollywood Studios to do Muppet Vision 3D. I know we're going to talk about that very soon, but I just went just to like take pictures and do the attraction again. Just because I was like, well, you know, since we just had that news about it, I might as well. And I, went and spliced the video together. And then went to Universal. So did my typical thing, like just visited the parks just because I like going there and walking around and seeing everything.
Yeah. So. I was actually eating rat pizza when the news came out. It was quite poetic.
I did. So I shouldn't say I've never eaten at Pizza Rizzo. I have before, but the last time I ate there prior to yesterday was when they opened.
Wow.
So, yeah. So I like went when they opened, ate the pizza. I was like, okay. And then like never did again. So yeah.
Yeah. No, it's great. I mean, it has such a cult following. I actually brought a girlfriend who had never tried it at all. And she was like, I'm actually pleasantly surprised. The sauce has a nice zest to it. It's pretty large. I mean, it is what it is. And it's just the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great. We're going to talk more about that coming up. So are you ready to get into the news in the queue?
Let's do it.
Yes. Okay, so we have Universal getting more into the after hours game. Disney Parks has been doing them for years, and now this year we have FanFest nights at Universal Studios Hollywood, and now Universal Orlando has debuted a brand new event called Universal Volcano Bay Nights that will be taking place April and May of this year, an after hours event that kicks off April 19th. What do you think?
I'm kind of excited about this, right?
Me too.
I mean, Volcano Bay usually closes at like 5 o'clock,
right.
5 o'clock, 5:30. So to have the water park open at night, I think should be pretty exciting. Plus, I think any after hours event is exciting because it's like they'll do some extra things. And again, it gives people options, right? There's like usually events at the parks, but now you can do something at, the other parks. So I'm kind of excited to see what they do with it. Yeah.
Me too. I mean, that park is just so beautiful. And I feel like you said, it closes so early, so we never really get to see it in all of its nighttime glory, which I'm sure it looks absolutely fantastic with lighting packages. So
especially with the volcano, because like I know sometimes when I'm driving past there at night and it's already closed, but they have the lights up on the volcano. It's like, oh wow, that's so cool. But no one's in the park to enjoy it. Yeah.
No, absolutely. And they haven't really released any details except for the dates. Yeah. So there's going to be food, attractions certainly will be open, maybe limited merchandise, maybe some rare characters,
maybe music. Yeah.
No, I'm excited. I think Volcano Bay is my favorite water park of all time. It is just so technically stunning. Everything about it, it's so perfect. So I'm excited to try it at night, and we'll definitely keep you posted on details. And there's a lot going on. Universal released their entire slate for the year, so this includes Universal Mardi Gras, Halloween Horror Nights, Holidays at Universal. And so now we know all the dates. HHN back earlier than ever. longer than ever. Not surprised.
No. I'm waiting for it to like start in like mid-August at this point.
I
Just
know.
like,
Last
start our
year,
Halloween in August.
I was like tempered out for Halloween by like end of September because we celebrate it so long.
Yes, no, when October came along and like some of my friends were like, "Oh, we should go to Halloween Horror Nights." I'm like, I've already been to Halloween Horror Nights so many times already. It's like, what do you mean it's just now going to be Halloween?
I know. I'm like, but we have to start early because I like going in the beginning. But yes, it does kind of taper you out of it a little bit. But it's an exciting year at Universal for many, many reasons, more of which we'll talk about. But another exciting event. I also personally cannot wait to go to FanFest at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Yeah, I'm eyeing that because I'm like, okay, do I do the trip over to California?
Yes.
It seems like a lot of fun, like all the different IP that they're going to have. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love Back to the Future. So I will be at first night with bells on, no matter what. Continuing to talk about Universal Orlando, we have some additional details on how Universal Orlando pass holders can purchase single-day tickets to the new Epic Universe theme park. Plus, there are going to be some events to preview it before it officially opens on May 22nd. Ashley, I know you're like me and you have an annual pass to Universal Orlando. So in my mind, I know Epic Universe is opening this year, but I really feel like for us that love visiting often, it's not going to feel real until next year when we can add it to our annual pass holder ticket and can just like pop in, you know?
Yeah, where it's like, it just feels like another place that you'll just visit whenever you feel like it. Yeah. Because that's one of the things about being a pass holder is like, I literally, like I was talking to you earlier, I just pop into the parks, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, what are you going to do this weekend? Okay, I'm just going to go visit the parks. Maybe I'll go eat something. Then we'll just walk around. So yeah, having Epic just be in that extra park that you can just visit whenever will be, I can't wait.
So long story short, with all pass types, even the highest premier, Epic Universe will not be able to be added to the ticket this year. They did confirm that in the future, there will be an option. We don't know what that pass is going to look like. Currently, the annual passes have you with the option to add on Volcano Bay. So I'm going to assume
a 2-park, or you could do a 3-park.
Yeah. So I'm going to assume maybe it's going to be some sort of addition. It's obviously going to not be the same price. That's one of my most affordable passes.
No.
It will not be anymore. But if you are an annual pass holder like us, you have 3 options for visiting Epic Universe. You could purchase the vacation packages that we have seen become available now that have the 3 days, 3 parks. You can attend a pass.
1 day of Epic.
Yes, 1 day of Epic. That is very, very, very important to remember. You're only going to get 1 day of Epic with that. But I think it's great. I mean, Universal's moving into that multi-day, week-long vacation experience with all these openings. So it makes sense. Got to figure out crowd control. There's a lot to figure out. There'll be pass holder previews. We don't know at all what this is going to look like. I mean, I think of other examples.
I wish I did.
Yeah, I'm going to go, but I don't know what it's going to be like. I think of like Animal Kingdom when they did theirs. I think it was like $50 you paid to attend for a preview day. So thinking it might be something along those lines. And then you can also purchase a single day Epic Universe ticket that offers available exclusively to pass holders. So what is your plan once the park opens? Do you think you'll get a few single day tickets here and there?
Oh, I mean, I already bought my Epic tickets. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm going opening weekend. Like,
no, I mean after, like for the rest of the year. How are you going to target this?
I mean, my goal is like I'm going opening weekend. So that's just me to like go in, experience it, step foot in it, just take it all in. Granted, if I go to a preview, then I will already have experienced it, but it's still going to be something special when it's like, okay, now it's fully open. And then from there, who knows? I don't know. I think probably if I love Dark Universe as much as I'm hoping to love it, I might just like get a ticket just to go hang out at Dark Universe. Who knows?
I think it would be worth it. We do have the prices for these exclusive annual pass holder single day Epic Universe tickets. They range from $121 to $173 depending on the date. The only ones sold out are in the early days of operation. And then if you look through the rest of the calendar, which we have up on the site, there are some like weekdays in September where it goes down to $126. So if you think about what a 1 day ticket costs to Disneyland. This is actually on the cheaper end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
So if your pass expires and you need to get a new annual pass, just make sure you have your pass activated, or if you are a new annual pass holder, you have to have it activated in order to purchase these Epic Universe single day tickets. But I cannot wait. I am also the most hyped for Dark. So I think it's going to live up to the hype based on what I saw, which we're going to talk about in this next story. It is going to be really hard to not be able to pop in until next year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially with cinnamon bread.
Yeah. I know. It's like food too,
Yes, I know. There's so many elements. I don't know. It's going to be a lot to take in. It is such an exciting time for Orlando theme park fans. And that brings me to the next very, very exciting thing. So as part of Universal Orlando's multi-billion-dollar extension, the first of 3 new resorts has officially opened last week, the Universal Stella Nova Resort, and I got to stay there the first 2 days. And let me just say, it was epic. I didn't realize when you pull into the property how close you are to the park. My jaw was dropped. You were right next to the Kronos. My room was a park view. So there's park views and pool views. And I was literally facing Frankenstein's Manor and watching them do the testing, and I was losing my mind.
Nice. Did you take the walkway over? Did you walk the pathway that's over?
I didn't. The weather was really bad. So I was able to, some people did, and you can only get so far. There's very heavy security presence because the new hotels are literally next to the construction sites for Epic. So, but you are right there. So when Epic does open, you can take that walking path. You can take a complimentary shuttle. I did take the shuttle to City Walk several times, 12 minutes. So it's like maybe a few extra minutes than Endless Summer. So easy to get to. I will say I am an Endless Summer girly through and through. I think I have
Dockside or dockside?
Dockside. I'm a dockside person. I don't know why. I just love it. Yes, that's usually where I find myself staying. I just love having that annual pass holder discount. I've gotten stays as cheap as $80 there, and you cannot beat having a fully themed resort. So the fact that we have another one, Universal Stella Nova, that is super budget friendly. I saw even prices for opening weekend of Epic were $127, which is just, it blows my mind. So let's dig into a little bit about this hotel. It operates similar to Endless Summer, where it is a budget-friendly resort. Its sister property is going to be opening up in March. So we got a first look by staying there opening day. They really went all out with some astronauts. That's not really going to be there normally. That was just for grand opening. So we could just breeze through that. But I do want to talk about what there is to do there. This is, it's priced like a budget. It's not far off than local properties nearby, like a Best Western or Rosin Inn. It's priced in that same level, but you get the benefits of a full resort. This is the same as Endless. You get the coffee shop. You have an actual real bar. Here there's 2. So you're getting those experiences that you just don't get at other budget-friendly properties. The food was all good that we tried. At Nova Bar, they have specialty cocktails. So it's literally a craft cocktail program. I had a fantastic smoked old-fashioned. So it's really the full experience.
Yeah, plus you get the universal benefits, right? Because you get the complimentary shuttle, like you were mentioning.
Absolutely,
park admission.
And you'll get early park access to Epic Universe too. So that's all of them, and again, it's budget friendly. I didn't get to enjoy the pool because, as you know, it's been a little chilly and
yes. Yeah, I know.
Not exactly pool weather, but there is a massive jacuzzi, huge one. There's an outdoor pool bar. There's an outdoor pool restaurant that's quick service window. There's the inside restaurant and the rooms. So I got to say the rooms, I love them. It is like a luxe space feel, which I didn't think, I just didn't expect to be with these beautiful pillows and the lighting above to mimic stars. The artwork
from NASA, the telescope and everything. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, the tiles outside when you're pulling up that mimic the way the sun reflects off of stars, the artwork from NASA inside, and then, of course, the little, well, not little, it's a pretty big porthole in your room that looks out. And
Oh, yeah.
I had the Epic Universe view, and I think I literally spent hours just staring, looking at some testing. I saw the chronos lighting up.
Mm-hmm.
It is pretty amazing.
Did it make it feel real? Like, okay, we're getting closer.
Yes, I think that's what it was. Is I was like, wow, I know this is coming because we all have been talking about it so much. And now that we're actually here, it's pretty crazy, and it's very exciting.
Yeah.
There was a lot of really good food options. I tag team with a friend, and we ate basically the entire menu. The good new smash burger. I loved the pig in the blanket. I don't know if you saw, I posted it. It's basically a pig in the blanket, but they use they use pizza dough to wrap it.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, instead of a puff pastry. There was a kid's mac and cheese, which also available as a side that was so creamy and amazing. We tried there's a signature Stella cookie, which is a chocolate cookie with little pink chocolate chips that kind of look like craters.
Okay.
Really good. Yeah. Everything we had, it's impressive. I was there the first day, and there was a lot of real standouts.
Nice.
Yeah. And if you go to Nova Bar, they do a smoked old fashioned to go in with the theme. Have to get it. It was so good. Do you have plans to check it out?
I do. I'm still trying to decide because, again, I'm local. So
Yeah.
for me, it's like, okay, I don't really have to stay at a hotel if I don't need to because I live so close by that I can just pop into the parks whenever. But I'm like, do I maybe book a stay during my, when I'm going to be at Epic and just maybe one night or 2 nights, and just that way I don't have to like drive too far.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I mean, I totally get it. It is a great staycation if you are local because there is so much to do and it's a resort and whatnot. But I'm just really excited to have another budget-friendly option that's also well themed. And we have Terra opening up in March.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Helios is going to be opening up with Epic Universe in May.
Yes.
And I cannot wait for that.
Yeah.
It looks so pretty at night when it's all lit up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so keep following us. We're going to be covering every single stage, multi-stages of the Epic Universe expansion. And if you are looking for someone to help you out, book this trip because it might be overwhelming to deal with vacation packages. Definitely reach out to MEI and MEI-Travel. And let's hear a word from them before we get into our controversial main attraction.
The Attractions Podcast is brought to you by MEI and MEI-Travel. Whether your next vacation is a magical trip to the theme parks, an exciting adventure to the pyramids of Egypt, or just a relaxing cruise on the turquoise waters of the Bahamas, MEI-Travel provides premium service and expert advice to help you get the most of your vacation. They are always free of any hidden fees or costs to you. Visit them at MEI-Travel.com.
It's time for the main attraction!
Okay, the day that we have been all not waiting for, upset about, we finally have confirmation from Walt Disney World when Muppet Vision 3D will be closing at Disney's Hollywood Studios. This is the land that will be replaced by the Monsters, Inc. themed land. And that date, sadly, is June 8th. So operations will be final on June 7th. And that same goes for Pizza Rizzo, the quick service Muppets restaurant that's adjacent to Muppet Vision 3D. Thoughts, feelings, emotions. Tell me everything. How do you feel?
I mean, I was prepared because, we already knew that it was going to close. I don't think I was prepared for it to close in the summer.
Yes.
I guess I was expecting maybe like towards the end of the year.
Right.
I don't know why, but anyway, yeah. So I think it was like, oh, June, like that's in a few months.
Really?
January's almost over. So yeah.
Absolutely. It's going to go fast. And I think I'm the same with you because I anticipated Dinosaur to be closing earlier. And then when that was like, oh no, it's not closing until
right.
year, I was like, this is probably going to all be the same. It is a huge bummer for Muppets fans. This is the last attraction that Jim Henson worked on before he died. The last time his voice was used. So this is definitely going to be a shockwave to the hardcore Muppet fans. But all is not lost because Disney has said that they will be bringing it to life in some way, shape, or another in the future. What do you think that's going to be?
I mean, they keep, every time they share a new update about this, they keep reiterating like they're working on ways to preserve it, working on ways to preserve it. I definitely think they can preserve the film, obviously, right? In what capacity, I don't know. Like, it'd be nice if the film was playing in the parks somewhere. I don't know, maybe it's like some kind of like tribute exhibit or something, maybe like One Man's Dream kind of thing. I don't know. And then, I mean, I imagine the animatronics could probably go in the queue for the Muppets coaster, because obviously the Muppets are moving over to Rock and Roller Coaster. You can theme out that entire space with props and things from Muppet Vision. So I don't know, maybe there's a way to do it that way. I don't know. I'm curious to know, what they do, how they preserve this, because I would love to see it preserved in some way.
Absolutely. I think an exhibit would be the best option. I'm hoping that maybe down the line, so the Villain show is coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios this summer. I'm almost hoping, since that is right next to Rock and Roller Coaster, when the Muppets eventually move there, maybe the Villains will just run for a period of time, 2 years or something, and then they can make it another Muppet section.
Oh, like maybe the Villain show is like temporary until they get the Villains Land open, and then they switch
like
out.
As a teaser, that's what I would do, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, again, I'm curious because with Muppet Vision 3D, that was it's an attraction. It's still open. It's an attraction
for a little bit.
Yeah, it's an attraction that a lot of people can do. Coasters, not everyone's a fan of coasters, so I mean, to have something Muppets that isn't just a coaster for those fans would be nice. I don't know. I'm just really curious to see what they put together. I have faith in Imagineering. I think
me too. And we were talking about, so this means with Pizzeria closing, no more wrap pizza. Obviously, you could still get the same pizza served at Pizza Fari at Animal Kingdom, but you will not be amongst all the Muppets in their glory. I was telling you, I was eating this when the news came out on Friday. It was an incredibly poetic experience. I love it if I'm in a pinch at Hollywood Studios. There's not a lot of sit-down dining I do there. I'm more of a quick service girl when I want a snack, and it's always kind of hit the spot. It's nice to be able to just mobile order a little pizza. You get your carbs in there if you need something quick for kids, and a great option. Salad. Yeah. Oh, I love the Caesar salad. Are you a wrap pizza fan?
No, but I mean, again, it has nothing to do with, I'm not like anti, wrap pizza. But I'm not a big pizza person, and so, and usually when I'm at the parks, unless I'm there for like the entire day, I'm usually not eating a meal. I might get a quick bite or something. But I do like the theming in Pizzeria, and I've visited many times to like just take a break. Like I was there the other day and I actually ate the wrap pizza, but I was sitting there just like recharging my phone and just like sitting and getting caught up on things. Because there's so much seating up there. They've got the little dance hall over there, and people were dancing.
I mean, it's gonna be a loss, because at Hollywood Studios, if your kids are like having a little meltdown and you need to sit down and just recharge for a few minutes, that was the best place to do it. Like you said, there was so much seating, and you will
upstairs, downstairs, outside patio.
You'll often see, you just see people like sitting there on their head, just really like reflecting and taking a beat. And with this space closing until we get whatever comes next, it's going to be a little loss if you need that little space to relax and just recharge like your body even, but we have the full dates of everything that's happening for this land. We already have It's a Wonderful Shop and Stage 1 Company store is closed. Mama Melrose, sorry to all the Mama Melrose super fans, that last day of operation will be May 10th. So that's even earlier. Muppet Vision 3D, Pizza Rizzo, and Muppet Courtyard with a beautiful fountain. The last day of operation is June 7th. And then far as timeline goes for the Rock and Roller Coaster upgrade, Monsters Inc. Land, we don't know any of that. So this is just going to be, they're going to get rocking and rolling on getting things set up and changed, but we don't know how long it's going to happen. What's going to,
we don't know when Rock and Roller Coaster is going to close.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, I mean, that's another missing piece of this puzzle that we keep getting little tiny bites of. We don't know. I do know if you are a Muppet super fan, on February 8th, there's like a Muppets prom. Have you heard about this?
Oh, yes. I saw like flyers going around on social media that they're going to have a prom.
Yeah.
It's
yeah, I saw it on socials too. It looks like a lot of people are going to get dressed up in their Muppet finest on February 8th and invade the restaurant when it opens at 11 a.m. I will actually be around because I'm going to see Joe Jonas at Universal that night. So I might have
Mardi Gras. Yeah.
Mardi Gras students. Yeah, we have a lot coming up. It's a very busy but exciting time for theme park enthusiasts with everything happening, so many changes. We got Disneyland 70th. We have these new Universal events. What are you most excited for this year? Or I probably already know the answer. Is it Dark?
It's Epic Universe, Dark Universe. Part of me, I'm excited because this will be my first ever time visiting a brand new theme park when it's opening. I've never done that. I've been around, but I've never actually gone to a brand new park at opening, debut.
Right.
So I'm really excited about that. And then I'm just excited to see, something new and different. And especially having followed this project for so long, and seeing every little detail about, from permits and everything. It's okay, I'm really excited about that. Plus, I mean, there's just a lot, like you said, going on this year. There's so much happening. I'm excited about, I'm actually going to be going to Disneyland for the 90s night.
Ooh, yes.
Excited about that. I've never done a Disneyland after hours event.
They're really fun. I usually do one a year. I did Disney Channel night last year and I had so much fun. There's a lot of good food and it's just the atmosphere for me. Seeing everyone that's so passionate, everyone gets dressed up, everyone is just there to have the best night ever. And I think the vibe is just really infectious. And I honestly just people watch and walk around, and it's so great. And I feel like that's also going to be the vibe for Universal Fan Fest nights. I think everyone's just so excited to have their fandom there. It's definitely really an exciting time for all of us. And there's only so many things we could do, but I want to do them all.
I know, right? Every time I'm looking at things and I'm looking at my schedule and I'm like, could I make that work? What if I did this? It's just so much happening.
I know. I guess we'll sleep when we're dead. And then also, I do want to mention, we are very lucky that we get to go to these openings of rides and lands, but this is probably the only time, at least in our generation, we're going to open a major theme park. And I feel like that's the general sentiment among everyone from all sides of creation is this is probably it. Our one chance, and what nothing better than opening Epic Universe. I mean, this is it's going to be really crazy. I'm so excited. I can't wait to have cinnamon bread. And
see you're going to be a beeline.
Yes. And also, I just finally saw Isle of Berk for the first time.
Oh, you never seen How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah. How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah, I loved it. It is a great movie. It is such a heartwarming movie.
It's funny that you say that because I remember when they announced How to Train Your Dragon, and there were so many people in different comments on different social media platforms that said that they're like, oh, I've never seen How to Train Your Dragon. I didn't know. I'm you've never seen How to Train Your Dragon?
I know. I don't know what I've been missing this entire time. I'm now obsessed with Toothless. I wanted to purchase everything because they just released all this amazing Epic Universe merch that's at the new hotel, and you can only get it there for now. I'm sure it's going to move over to the preview center. There's House of Harry Potter berets and stuff that match the French theme. So they're really hyping us up. You can only buy so much though. So It's really hard.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. Thank you, Ashley, for joining me. I appreciate you. I love having you on.
Anytime.
Yes. This is so fun. It's just a great opportunity. We can nerd out about what we love. So
Yes.
We cannot beat it. And then if you are excited as us about everything coming up this year, reach out to our friends at MEI and MEI-Travel, and they can book you literally anywhere. They're experts that spend a ton of time in the parks. And I want to remind everyone to give us a rating and review wherever you listen to us. And you can follow all of us at attractionsmagazine.com. And on all your favorite social media, search for Attractions Magazine. Ashley, how can folks find you?
They can find me on pretty much every social media platform at Ashley L. Carter. Also at Theme Park Decoder on YouTube. So, because I post videos from the parks. So yeah,
Awesome.
Follow, subscribe.
Yes, do all
interact.
The things. Yes. And I am on Instagram at Adventures by Carly and TikTok and X at Carly Caramana. And until next week, I hope everyone stays safe, try something new, but most importantly, have fun. We will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for joining on this Sunday. Bye.
Bye, everybody.